Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this Tdott Woo situation. Now, there's a Brooklyn rapper by the name of Tdott Woo who is also friends with and an affiliate of none other than Pop Smoke and Fivio Foreign. Now, Fivio Foreign, once the news of this rapper losing his life came out, went dark on social media. You couldn't see his profile. All he did after that, when he brought his profile back up, is make some tributes to him, right? Now, for those of you who don't know, Tdott Woo got shot and killed just a few days ago in Brooklyn, man, in his home neighborhood of Canarsie, part of Brooklyn. And it was widespread news, man. There was a lot going on around this story, and it seems to continue, man, because obviously there's something going on in Brooklyn right now as far as rappers are concerned. Now, prior to Tdott Woo losing his life, he had signed a record deal, and we're going to talk about this news story that covers that. But also, I want to touch on all the responses since he's passed away. Now, when I talk about these responses, I'm talking about the people who were actually happy about the situation for some reason, man. You had a rapper by the name of Fetti who took to social media to diss Tdott Woo after he lost his life, or at least make light of the situation. Now, in a weird change of events, that rapper Fetti recently lost his life as well, and his ops, or the people who were actually watching this situation closely from the other side, made fun of him passing away. And it's a rapper who already got famous for dissing another rapper for dying, you know what I mean? Now, before we get to the story and go through all this drama, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's level set everybody, man. Let's talk about the Tdott Woo situation. Now, Tdott Woo is a Brooklyn rapper, as mentioned before in the intro, right? Now, dude lost his life, and the circumstances around it are a little sad, man, because it looked like he had a legitimate way out of the hood or out of his neighborhood, you know, aside from all this stuff that's going on in the drill rap scene. Now, there's a story that was posted by the New York Post, and the headline said this. It said, rapper Tdott Woo fatally shot in Brooklyn after signing with record labels. So it looks like he had just signed a record deal, and he got killed immediately after, man. So instead of living life, you know, on a high, going and expanding in the rap game, possibly making it to the big leagues in the rap game, not having to worry about anything financially again, you know, he met his demise in his hometown, man. And it's a sad cycle that needs to stop. And what could probably stop it is all the dissing, man, because after I get through with this story, you're going to hear a cycle of things that just spiraled out of control after this. Now, in the news story, it says this. It says, budding Brooklyn rapper Tdott Woo was fatally shot in the neighborhood where he grew up on Tuesday afternoon, shortly after signing with a record label. So it looks like he had a potential for a lot of upside, signing with a record label finally, after being, you know, kind of like a dancer in the videos for Fivio Foreign and Pop Smoke, who are two huge names in the rap game, especially when you consider drill rappers, right? Now, it continues by saying the 22-year-old artist and dancer, whose real name is Tdott, was struck in the head and left knee in a drive-by shooting in the Canarsie neighborhood of Brooklyn at about 2:20 p.m., according to the sources in the police documents, right? Now, it also goes on to say that Tdott, who is friends with late rapper Pop Smoke, was taken to Brookdale Hospital Medical Center and pronounced dead by the police there. Hours before his death, Tdott had struck a deal with $1 Million Music, the label announced in a press release posted to his Instagram. The label described Tdott as a rising star and said he rose to prominence for his woo walk from a community whose drill music has continued to electrify the world. So that's a good write-up. They're basically saying that dude did big things as far as getting signed right before, like hours before he was shot down, man. That's horrible, man. Think about the chances of that, man. It's terrible. Now, it also says he has multiple video credits under his belt, but his ability to dance, which speaks volumes, the label said. So the label was speaking out, said that they had a vested interest in his future and were obviously happy about the fact that they signed him and that he had an upside to him, it looks like, man. They had money invested in him. I'm not too familiar with the label, but it seems like a lot of labels are springing up around drill, and we'll see how that goes, man. Now, the article goes on to talk about, you know, Fivio Foreign paying his condolences, the label that he had just signed to paying their condolences. But I want to end the video talking about another thing that's going on behind the scenes, man. So you had a rapper from Boston by the name of Fetti G's. Now, Fetti G's took to social media and he was basically dissing the fact that, Tdott Woo had lost his life. Now, in this post right here, let's check it out. Now, according to the sources online, Fetti G's took to social media and posted this. He said, "Woo pack in the air, that's Kaz or what?" with question marks, right? Then it says, "Someone come pick him up." And that's a phrase that's common in drill rap where they say someone come pick him up for somebody who's been shot and and found dead at the scene of a crime. You know what I mean? I know it's deep and it's crazy, but that's exactly the phrase that they use. You know what I'm saying? And he obviously called out somebody in Woo. And this week, the only person to get shot was Tdott Woo. So a lot of people are putting two and two together and saying that he was dissing Tdott Woo. Even though he's from Boston, I guess this thing is, it's closer connected than you would think. It stretches many states and many different places, man. Now, with that, in a strange change of events, man, it looks like after he dissed Tdott Woo, he was also the victim of a shooting death, man. So based on all the information that's on social media, so don't hold me to this if it's not correct, but there was a report or reports on blogs that he also lost his life. And then a rapper by the name of 1090 Justo B, who we've talked about before because he was known as the guy who stood on the grave when Nas Blicky got shot and killed. Nas Blicky was also, he died in a similar fashion just last year. It was one of the biggest stories last year of rappers getting shot and killed. And then Justo B, he was standing on a grave and he kind of dissed Nas Blicky, man, and it went viral. That moment went viral. The videos about it went viral and everything. And he took to social media to diss Fetti G's. And it said this. Now, in this post, you can see it's his old account. I think this account was taken down for some reason. It's not his current account, but it says, "It's Justo B 1090 at the top, right? And then he goes on to say this. He says, "Good afternoon, y'all," with the laughing emojis. Nas still in critical, but Fetti dead, with a coughing emoji and then a party emoji. And he says, "New op in the air, and I'm happy as," and a blowing smoke emoji, man. And you see a picture of Fetti G's right there at the bottom, man. So obviously he was making fun of the fact, or poking fun at the fact that Fetti G's had lost his life, man. I'm not sure if that led to him losing his Instagram account or that Instagram account, but it looks like, man, this thing is crazy and still will always be crazy. But, man, so far, that's how things have gone. Now, with Justo B, man, it seems like anytime one of these situations happen to what his quote-unquote ops, there's a post out there that he says something about them. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is from his account because I didn't take it from there. But if it is, hopefully he doesn't, run into any situation because of this, man. At some point, this has got to stop. And the music has to take over. You know what I mean? Because even with Chicago artists, they do focus a lot on the music, man. Not so much on the drilling. You know what I mean? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this is just a crazy cycle of events that is never ending? Or do you believe with sudden changes and things that's going on right now in hip-hop behind the scenes that we'll see an end to all this craziness and violence in hip-hop and even in drill rap? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.